Scrappers, tool addicts, tool collectors. Welcome to CC Scraps and Restoration Channel. So we're in the basement, aka the Vintage Tool Museum. Kurt Davis, you asked me about this, so you're about to get it in full swing, my friend. So buckle up. This is just all my tools that are vintage in my collection, and things that have to go places, things that need to be restored. You'll see some things down here from my other restorations, like that box, that drill press. That needs to be cleaned back up again and oiled down a little. This is kind of like my welding cart with all my different welders, plasma cutter, stick welder, multi-process welder, and a flux core welder from Harbor Freight. To wheel around. I got this workbench that was given to me that's got certain, restorations on it. Like I said, some of these you may or may not notice from different videos and things I've shown. These are just all my vintage quarter cable guide saws, literally from Syracuse, New York. A lot of old Craftsman. This is an old air cutter, track cutter. You guys would know what it would be, like the modern, you could call it a buggo or a gopher. But this thing works and it's freaking cool. This guy was going to toss it out, and I was like, nah, I'm taking that. Down here we got some old belt sanders. That's a Porter cable. That's from Jackson, though. That's a 1960s maybe. Down here are my vices. Here's an old Craftsman Tombstone. An old Cortland bench grinder that runs actually on a belt, and I do have an electric motor for that. Some old skill saws. Miller's Fall grinder. This is a Wilton vise. This was my grandfather's old Craftsman. We got a Wilton bullet. That's like my baby's pride. And then down here, we got some stands for the bench grinders, random Craftsman stuff. And it's a big giant mess down here because we have the sewer backed up. That's in a few videos back, and this is like it's the basement, so it's got to get cleaned up. And this is all me. Like, I had to throw everything around to get the sewer, so nothing touched the sewer back up. I got to get things on pallets. There's a lot of work to be done down here. That's our old washer and dryer that's going to get scrapped out on a video. This is just all random stuff. Here's my moonshine still. My mason jars for this spring's run. We're going to do a watermelon or a nice apple, I think, this year. Let me do a quick run. We'll do a video on that too. I'm not too good at making moonshine, but we will get good at it. My washer dryer. And then over here, or the old washer dryer, this random cord, hot water tank. Just some stuff over there. My pressure washer, my chainsaw, my Craftsman table saw. Just TV boxes that are going to get cleaned up. Random wash we just did. It's just all sorts of craziness down here. Santa's mailbox. And then come back around here to the sink and to the washer. Look at that old fridge, you guys. That came with the house. Like, this is the original refrigerator to the house from the house was built in 48, but this is the original refrigerator. That's a Frigidaire, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I plugged it in and it kind of does work a little bit, but then it shuts off. So I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah. So here's the other workbench. It was in the kitchen, and we're just going to rip through it. And we'll be back in a minute when I get some more stuff rearranged and set back up. And this is going to be a big one. So this is going to be part one of the Vintage Tool Museum. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you shortly. All right, everybody, we're back. I got some stuff moved around here. I'll show you real quick how it's all going to go down. So that shelf that was over in this area is just here for now. I'm probably going to, there's that cabin. I'm probably going to kick the shelf this way, so when people come down, or if I'm hanging out down here or whatever, you can see both sides of the tools. That way it won't get... Someone left me a comment a few months ago about the shelf was kind of big and some of the tools get lost in there. So I'm going to take that advice and kind of move the shelf so you can see more. So I got my cabinet moved. I got my two cool old bench grinders, this old Craftsman Tombstone and my Cortland number 100 or number 400 bench grinder with the belt. I mean, this thing's so cool. This was given to me by one of my coworkers. Thank you, Mike Sherry. Tombstone, I can't remember where I got that from, but she needs work. Like, it needs a cord and everything, and really probably needs to get taken apart and cleaned out. We'll get that done soon, I hope. But these two are definitely worthy of a pedestal. Every grinder I have will be on a pedestal. I just got to pick some more up at Harbor Freight. Here's some couple of snips I restored. This is that bench that my wife used to have in the kitchen. We did a deal. We bought the that little hutch thing you've seen in the Shop Intruder video. But this was her bench. We got this at Harbor Freight. And left a little bit of room here, you know, to get the outlets and stuff. I did trace these lights. These lights are shot. They're not giving any power or anything, any voltage or nothing. I tested them with my little meter I have, and I'm getting nothing. So we're gonna pull them down and scrap them and get some those nice Harbor Freight lights that really light it up. But this thing's kind of cool. 357 Magdad, you have these in your garage. They kind of like shine the light everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like a big, looks like a UFO, and you can kind of like adjust these to where you can get the light, you know, the way you want it. And then this is the elephant in the room still. That's my Champion Blower Forge belt-driven drill press. I found that in like this old thrift store that was going out of business. Like, literally, I could have took 2 weeks to pick through it all, but I had to go through it quick, and this is what I found. I think I got this for like $30 or $40. It weighs a ton. It's got to be 50 pounds. Very cool. You know, more bench grinders. Look at all the circular saws I have, and there's more in here, more there, more there. I'm starting to shake. I got so many tools. This is ridiculous. Holy cow, you guys. And I've only been collecting for like 6 years. Like, could you imagine what the next 20 years may be? 30 years? Like, I'm 53 now. If I lived to 83, could you imagine how much stuff I'm going to collect? Oh my goodness. I told Mrs. CC Scraps, I go, don't worry. I go, when I go, just dig a hole next to me and bulldoze it all in, and you'll be fine. Yeah, just some more stuff, like I said before, in my welding cart. I'm going to have one of my friends come in from work, because he's a union electrician. He's good with electricity, so I'm going to have him talk me through on how to run a 230 or 220 volt plug right there. I definitely got the room in the box. Maybe I'll switch some of these breakers I have to 20 instead of 15. It'll definitely take that, but I have to have him help me with the 50 amp breaker, because I don't know, man. Still sketchy with the electricity. But yeah, we're gonna go from there, and here's all the random stuff. Showed you the whole basement. There's the wood and metal collection, a more pegboard that's got to go up, chairs. It's woo-wee. All right, everybody, I'm gonna quit talking, and this is part one of the Vintage Tool Museum build, organization, whatever you guys want to call it. Basket case. You're not a collector, CC Scraps. You're just a hoarder. And it really looks like a hoard, too, but it's not. Like, all this stuff has places to go. And like I said before, we had the sewer backed up. So I had kind of everything, like, in its certain places and stuff. So I just kind of had to throw everything around. Good Lord. Crazy, right? Don't worry, we're going to get it all dialed in, and when it's all done, you guys are going to look back and watch this place and go, holy shit. All right, we'll see you on the next one. CC Scraps Restorations. Hope you have a great Friday, and we will see you on the weekend with some kind of crazy video. Probably down here. All right, bye.